What is up, YouTube? Just want to take a minute to say thank you for checking out my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, dislike, all the fun stuff, just to help the YouTube algorithm do its thing and get me out there in front of more people so they can tell me that my head's too shiny or I'm stupid or whatever. I need to be nicer to this little fuzzball here. Okay, she doesn't want to sit up there, so anyway. And then I still have the Patreon. I'm working on what I want to do with that for Patreons. Maybe put their suggestions or comments or whatever to the front of the list. I don't know, maybe as I get bigger I'll do something else too. But I've got that, and then I also have a Amazon affiliate link. Both of those links for the Patreon and the Amazon are down in the description below. With the Amazon, it's regular Amazon. Only difference is if you purchase something from that or using that link, I get a little commission off that. So that would be great. No additional charge for you guys though, and I do not get to see who bought what. I do see what was bought, but not who bought it. But yeah, we'll get to that video here shortly. You guys have a good one. Really enjoy this. Normally I prefer a song that has an actual music video, but this is really good. Like, I could just sit here and just kind of listen to this all day long. It's from Reach Around Publishing. Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. And that is a hairy little bastard there.
To taste the sweet, I face the pain.
What is up, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood Runningbaldman back again for another video. Hope everybody's having a good week. It's Friday. It's August. Happy August 1st. This year's flying by. I know I say that in just about every video, but yeah, it's true. I could just be at that age where it just goes by and I'm shocked and amazed. But anyway, so last week the picker wheel selected Ren Dominoes. So I've got that pulled up here. Before we get into it, I'm thinking, I can't help but think Domino's Pizza. I imagine that it's not anything to do with Domino's Pizza. I'm really just picturing more of like the old Domino's game, Dominoes fall over. So something like that. More of one thing happens, everything happens like a domino. It's a domino effect. But I'm really excited about this. It's a lyric video. I saw a live video, but it didn't have that many views on it. Only like 150,000 versus the 2.25 million on the lyric video. So that's the one I chose. If you guys have a different version that you want me to watch and listen to, react to, I'm more than happy to do that. Just let me know down in the comments. Make sure you leave a link to that video and I'll add it to the wheel. But enough about that. We've got Ren Dominoes. Let's get into it.
You build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. So bleed me of all my self-belief. My smile shows all my insecurity. In a kingdom of photoshopped kings and queens will never feel happy with ourselves, but insecurity sells. Dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you build us like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock we're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling.
So far, let me pause it right there real quick. Really liking this. Like the lyrics, being able to see what it actually is versus just hearing it. Yeah, I could do captions on that, but I don't always do that. But anyway, really like this. Like this screen right here. We're like dominoes falling. So I wasn't too far off about the old dominoes game, falling like dominoes. And insecurity sells, and yes, it does. Sex sells, insecurity sells. I mean, you name it. I found a video on YouTube here where it's will he or she cheat, or is he or she cheating? So it's the boyfriend girlfriend reaches out to this group of people, and they will stage a an opportunity for the other person to cheat. And I don't know that I necessarily like that. It's asking for trouble. But anyway, I'm digressing, and let's get back to the song here.
Like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. I hide my head under the sheets, 'cause how can I face a world that ridicules the weak? Where beauty is sold on the shelves, forbid that we find it in ourselves. And now I'm broke, it don't come cheap. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Araya was the most beautiful girl in this world. She shined like diamonds and rubies and pearls. But then, as soon as she turned 13, she forgot just how bright that it was that she gleamed. Stuck in the material world of magazines that glamorize fake and Photoshop beauty queens. Top 10 beauty tips making her feel inadequate. For the first time in her life, she felt ugly. So Araya stopped eating to lose weight. She spent her dinner money on some makeup for her face. But no matter how much she lost or how much she bought, she was never good enough, or so she thought. Araya felt she could never be loved. She started cutting her wrists and hiding her scars with gloves. At 16, an anorexic beauty queen, she collapses in a puddle of her tears and blood. 'Cause she never felt enough, she never felt enough. Your sellers told this lie that we must buy to keep in touch. We can never buy enough, never buy enough. All the riches in the world can't buy a sense of self-love. Funny how you act surprised when depression's levels rise, when you force feed inadequacy straight into our eyes. Television shows that praise the beautiful people, and talent competitions that just laugh at the feeble. Billboards, magazines, people turn to plasticine, molded like a factory.
Let me pause it right there real quick. I mean, that's just a powerful segment, verse, whatever you want to call it. Anorexia, and a 12-year-old, gorgeous 12-year-old girl, and turns 13, and she's no longer told that from the magazines and everything on the TV that she's no longer adequate. She's no longer as beautiful as she thought she was, or what she'd been told. And the anorexia part, I've got a cousin who I believe she was either anorexic or bulimic most of her teen years. So I remember not really knowing about it, but I remember family members poking jokes at her, which this was in the 80s, 90s, whatever. And so it wasn't as, I don't want to say accepted, because anorexia and bulimia is something serious. But at the same time, I don't have a better verbiage to describe it. So it wasn't as accepted of a disability or whatever, and so that's just what they did. And neither here nor there. She's fine. She grew up. She's, oh, I don't know. She's probably She's pushing 50 now, I think. But anyway, I'm just talking all sorts of stuff tonight. But let's get back to the song here.
Up at the feeble, billboards, magazines, people turn to plasticine, molded like a factory. We're growing up to fear, feeling ugly, it's lunacy, and not even the community. Cause insecurity breeds judgment, judgment breeds hate, no unity. And hierarchy based upon aesthetics is what makes a kid in school get bullied for genetics. And I felt so ugly growing up, the way that I look sometimes got me beaten up. I mean, what the fuck sort of culture do we live in, when we're defined by the shape of our face, when we're ashamed by the size of our waist, when we're imprisoned by the form that we take? And so we keep buying and spending. That's just how this story goes. You build us up just to knock us back down, and we just keep falling like dominoes.
And that was Ren, Dominoes. Really enjoyed that, especially the little bit there at the end. Um, Being ridiculed for the shape of your face, waist, whatever. Um, Although I will say that unpopular opinion, but there's a difference between like overweight, healthy, and fat. I mean, for lack of a more gentle term. Um, yeah, you don't want to be obese, but you don't want to be so caught up in being skinny. Um, that's a whole nother story, but there's a difference between being presentable, being not presentable, but not being obese, and difference between being the blob and a normal average human being. But anyway, really enjoyed that song, so thank you to whoever recommended that. I think that's going to wrap it up for today before I start rambling on about who knows what. I know I've done that a lot this video, so I'm sorry. Stick around and we'll pick out next week's song. All right, see you guys on the other side. And I'm back. All right, let's give this a wheel a spin and see who we've got for next week. Really enjoyed that last one from when Ren we just did. And we have a Super Wall 1. All right, I think we've got one left for them. So let's see which one it is. And Super Wall 1, where are you? There you are. School teachers, let's give it a spin just because I like to watch it spin. And it's school teachers. Imagine that. All right, stick around. Tune in next week and we'll do Super Wall 1, school teachers. All right, you guys have a good weekend. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.